And welcome back to the channel. Today something different, and maybe even for this whole weekend. Motorbikes are on the hold. On the FZ6R we're waiting on spares from Braai from America, so that's been a bit delayed. 20th of December looks like the first time they'll ship out to us over to New Zealand. Being Christmas time, I don't think we'll get it until the next New Year, so we've got a couple of other projects going, but in the meantime I have started to decided to build a barbecue, or a braai like we call it in Afrikaans. So made sure that I've got enough bricks, because this will be a brick and mortar barbecue braai, and I've got my mortar mix. First thing I did is I laid out where I want to build my braai, make sure that I have enough bricks, and basically have the design. So on the right hand side over there will be a countertop, the middle section will be my braai area with wood and fire, and another countertop on that side. Pack your meat and your drinks and everything. I'll build it up high, otherwise I'll just have an open braai. And got all my tools ready. Main thing is make sure your bricks are damp / wet at all times, otherwise they will suck up all the water in the mortar. Your mortar will be dry before they have time to set. So I'm on my own here today, so I'll try and record as I go along. So I'll basically, next step now is I'll start my mortar mix, move those bricks out of the way again, lay a foundation of mortar, and then start building. And I'll keep you guys back again. So I've just mixed my concrete mix, mortar mix. I just buy 30 kg bags like those ones over there at Mida 10. Mix them up till you have a nice consistency, as you can see. That's what you're looking for. Basic tools that you do need is a spirit level, a square, because obviously you want to make sure that those corners are square and that you go straight up, so you don't build a leaning tower of Braai pizza or pizza. And then I use a rubber mallet just to tap the concrete blocks or this bricks to make sure that they are level once I have my mortar in. So I'll remove these bricks now, and then I'll lay foundation of mortar. And then I've got a couple of other tools there as well. There's another little square, a smaller trowel, a hammer, and a brick buster. If I need half bricks, I've got a couple lying here, and in between that there's a couple of half bricks as well. And then I've got a smaller spirit level as well. But that is the bare minimum that you need to build a successful braai. To be honest, this is my first one, so we'll see how we go. If it looks like crap at the end, we'll just break it down and stick with gas. Alright guys, the first course have been laid and squared up. I'll give you guys a quick rundown through this. There we go. So that's basically going to be how it looks. And once you've laid the first one, make sure, see, I've got a orange line running from one side to the other. Obviously, if this is not touching the stone everywhere, or there's a gap, then your bricks are off center or skew. And then lay your spirit level as well. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, squared up. And so you basically want to take your spirit level and measure at the back. Make sure that's all level, all the sides are level. The dimension from here to there is the same as on the back, and the same everywhere. So that way you know you squared up, all your bricks are squared. And what I also use is a engineering square, just to put it in and make sure that, you know, everywhere we square, so that way going forward we know that at least on this one where your grill's gonna go, everything is squared up. Otherwise you won't be able to slide in your grill. Alright, so now for the second course of bricks, you will start off, see where this one is squared up, so your second course will start there, as you can see. So your bricks build a zigzag pattern, because if you stack them up straight like this, they won't be strong enough, they'll fall over. So to off center them like that, that's the way you get a strong brick building. Right, I'll talk to you guys again after the second. Alright guys, got the third course laid down. It's going well, it's going slow. Yeah, working with half bricks and old bricks. As you can see, these been recycled bricks. Makes it a bit harder because all of them are not the same size. So I do end up with relatively large gaps, as you can see over there. But hey, it's a barbecue, and I'll just fill it in with, as you can see there as well, I'll just fill it in. So obviously not all the bricks are exactly the same length. I think they used to be seconds or thirds, because yeah, they're definitely not the world's best bricks, not the same quality as the house. And as you can see over there, they were actually in the garden. That's where I got them from. I just dig them out and use them for this purpose. So I'll just fill it up with plaster at the end of the day. But so far so good. I won't call myself a bricklayer, but that's not too bad. And I'll just keep on stacking up, as you can see. Yeah, it's going well, I think it is. Leave your comments in there down below. First time laying my own bricks, and yeah, comment or like and give me feedback. I'll report back as I go along. So it's very messy, as you can see. My hands are dirty, so I don't like using the camera the whole time. It's an expensive camera, so I don't want to mess the thing up, getting it full of cement and things. So I'll just keep on going. Right, guys, end of day one. So I'll quickly run you guys through basically what happened. My mortar mix is finished. Went through 6 bags, 630 kg bags. That's all done. So tomorrow morning I'll run to the local hardware store, go and get some more bags, and then we can go from there. So basically I just stacked the last half, so I'm up to here now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 courses, and then it's basically, I just worked out to see how many bricks I still need, and what more or less will be the end result. I'm still thinking, so obviously these ones will go straight up, because this is where the grill will come in. So concrete block. I've got some fire bricks. They're very heavy. I'll put them at the bottom, and then the grill and everything will go. And basically where I'm up to now, tier 10 or course 10, this will be the last I go. Then I'll get a concrete slab poured, make a countertop from that, and then basically in between every brick there'll be some guides for the grill to adjust the height. So I've got enough bricks over there in that pile for 2 more rows up here, just for a bit of a windbreak. I might get rid of this, because obviously here will be a workspace, so I might chuck that one out and just have it straight and level, and same here at the back as well. And yeah, tomorrow hopefully Chantel will join me, and then she can record as I go along. I think it's not too bad. Obviously the the brickies that watch this will comment on all the issues I had and faults, but these are third or fourth grade bricks, not one is the same size, so it's basically ended up as it is just a barbecue, so a braai. So I'm not too worried too much about the looks and how it came up. At least it's square. Next update on the barbecue slash braai area. My countertop that I need is 2.6 meters long. Struggling to get wood that length so I can build a box and cast my concrete slab. So instead, because there's three areas, I've got the braai area with the two serving sides on both sides. I decided to make three individual ones, and I'll just put them onto the tops, and that will work as well. Makes it easier to work with. So what I've done, as you guys can see, two of these boxes are done. The light's not the greatest, but anyway, so that's the dimensions, and basically all I'm doing, I'm using melamine slash MDF with a nice gloss coating on, and I'm just making a cheap box, just putting it all together. This one's almost done, then that's all three done. Then I'll run a bead of silicone on the inside, seal it up nicely, and that will also give it a nice curved edge. And then I've got high strength concrete specifically designed for countertops and hard wearing items, so you don't need to put any rebar in. And because I keep it small, if it was 2.6 meter length, it would have needed reinforcement, but these slabs will be fine. So I'll finish boxing this up, and all I'll do now, then after that, I'll pour them full of concrete and let them set for the week. And normally it takes 3 to 4 days, but I'm out of town anyway, so they can just sit and rest up and harden up, and then when I come back next weekend I can finish the boxes. I'll build all three of them, and what I'm doing now, this one's done. I just used some silicone and just applied it to the edges, and all I'm gonna do now, use an old credit card and just smooth the edges and make sure that it's a nice smooth edge, and then the boxes will be done, and I'll complete all three. Alright guys, as you can see, 2 trays done, last one here. So first of all, I'm going to spray down with some bleach just to clean it up. A couple of specks, it's hard to see on the white, but and that will give a bit of a release agent as well, but it's not really necessary because this white wood, melamine, MDF, whatever it's called, is very silky smooth, so releasing should be easy. Those 2 trays are done, leveled out. So at the moment I'm using 2 30 kg bags, so it's each one of these will weigh about 60 kilograms, so it's quite a heavy top, but I'm glad I did it in 3. Otherwise, you know, 6, 12, 18, 180 kgs if it was one single piece. So yep, I'll just spray some bleach. I'll mix the last 2 bags, and I'll show you guys. I'll put them on tires. As you can see, they're sitting on my 4-wheel drive mud tires. Reason for that, it's easier to pick up next weekend when we want to lift them, and grab hold of one side and you just shake them, as you can see there, and that gets rid of the bubbles. I'll get someone to do a video when I do the last one. That's all mixed up, so I'll just tip it in and then smooth and level it out. Make sure to get all the air bubbles out as you pull the tray, and try to work it in smooth and level. Now for your brickies, you'll say it's the wrong tool. It's the only tool I have, so it is. Make do with what you have. Right. I'll fill one more, mix one more bag, and then I'll top it up. Update. I've got the first slab on. I haven't squared it up or anything. It is freaking heavy. It's about 60 kgs, and to lift it up and put it down there. So I'll lay a bit of concrete or mortar on this side and then bring the next slab over. As you can see, these slabs came out fantastic. I am super stoked with it. A couple of small air bubbles, but really minimum. And I'll run you guys through this quickly. So basically, starting on this side where they're still in their box, then just unscrew the mold and just pop it out. It is fantastic. It came out super great. I am very, very excited, and they look fantastic. So no need to even bother further, as you can see. And then from there on upwards I'll build again. But stand by as I get the second one. Guys, bit of progress report. There we go. So all three slabs on, and now I'm starting to had to put in these little wedges just to square the tables up. Obviously the brickwork is not the greatest, having third and fourth grade bricks. As you can see, big chunks missing out of them. Making the best of a bad situation. So now barbecue area and food servicing and preparation areas on both sides. I'll just continue to go up, and then later on I've got these fire bricks down here. They just stored here, but they will be added on top of the barbecue area there, the braai area, and blocked in with a couple of fire bricks. I'll have one more layer, and then I'll put the fire bricks down. But as you can see, it's going pretty good. And all now I'm doing is squaring up the front face, because obviously this is the area that everyone will see, instead of the back area, which is based on the bricks. They're not as great, but I'm just using a string. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, lined up all the way through it, just to make sure that the bricks are straight and in line and square as well. Just so, and the main area that you need square is your barbecue or your braai area. So because you'll be building a square or triangular or rectangular shape grill. So if it's skew, the bricks are skew, then your braai won't slide in as it should. But yep, that's a bit of a progress update, and I will just continue. I'll probably go maybe 3 or 4 more rows of brick up, and then call it a day. And yeah, because 3 rows as it is, maybe 3 or 4 more, and then round it off. And guys, alright, so my fire bricks are in, and as you can see, there they are. Bit of a space between them, just because I don't have I'm shorting 2, but they're very hard to track down, and these are accumulated over a couple of months. So this will basically just be where the grill will rest on, the main level, and then I'll have one more level higher up just to move the grill up when you make a big fire, until you have time for charcoal. Round it or smooth the edges over here, as you can see. And yep, so sealed it up on the back end, so no ashes and everything can go in. So that is the barbecue area sorted. I ran out of mortar, as you can see, not enough for another row, so I'll first shoot over to the local hardware store and pick up some more mortar, maybe 2 more bags, add two more rows on top, and I think that should be more than sufficient. 6 o'clock Saturday evening, weekend 2, and the barbecue is finished, all in native language, the braai is finished. Alright, there we go. So servicing area 2. As you can see, there's some braai wood. So I'll chop that up in the next couple of days, and that will go underneath in these areas over here. Fire blocks, and the grill will sit on top of this, and obviously the fire down below, and a bit of a windbreak. And the reason why you see this funny shape, I'm out of bricks, and there we go. The old gas on standby, but I think that is a good braai. And don't know if you guys can see now how great these slabs came out. They are fantastic. I am super impressed with them. And yep, please comment, like, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And the next project on the list will be the side by side.